No, I promise you right now, you'll be fine.
Well, based on my reaction to a book cover and how I screamed, I won't be fine.
Kathy, I just totally almost broke my mic.
That's okay.
Question for you.
Of course.
Have you ever seen South Park?
I love South Park.
Do you? Do you know Butters?
Me and you talked about it before, and
did.
you said that I sound like Butters female.
If Butters was real and a
And female. You've told me several times that I am
I
Butters.
just can't. Every time I talk to you, it's just like, I think it's impossible. No, you're good. I think it's impossible to be sad around you.
I try. Listen, I might be sad, but I don't like when people are sad.
That's such a beautiful thing. I'm not sure we can't get sad just yet. It's too early. That's so great though.
No,
but where do you think you got this personality from? Have you always been this way? Yeah. Really? Yeah. Since like 5th grade? No, that's too late.
No, the minute I started talking, I never stopped.
Really?
And it was like my mom's worst nightmare.
So when you were in kindergarten, was it easy to make friends or anything? When you were in...
I made my first friend by just hugging her. Her name's Jill. She goes to Marist.
Are you still friends? Or
Yeah.
did you just I was about to say, did you just
No,
totally
she's like one of my best friends.
Yeah.
She goes to Marist.
That's awesome.
She's... What is she going for? PA. For dermatology.
What did you like to do growing up?
What did I like to do?
We never really talked about that. Obviously music, obviously cycling, which we can get to all these things.
I liked not being at my house.
Really?
I did.
What would you just call that? Isn't there like a term for that? Like if you're like you're like an outdoor cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I grew up next to a stream. It was probably also my mom's worst nightmare. I have 2 older brothers, so we would back in the day. Kids nowadays don't know.
They don't
play
know.
outside.
Yeah.
Kick the can, manhunt.
It's kind of what you did.
Horse. It was what you did.
Not what we do anymore.
Not what we do anymore. And the way my house was set up was my house. My brother's best friend lived across the street. One of my brother's best friend lived around the corner. My best friend lived up the street and around the corner.
So everyone was near one another.
Everybody just around. It was
great.
Always my house. It was never anybody else's house.
Yeah. So your place was the spot everyone met up?
My place was the spot. It was like massive backyard. Played manhunt. Kick the can was big.
Yeah.
Did you ever play Kick the Can?
Of course.
Okay.
They made a Twilight Zone episode on Kick the Can.
I love Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
So we grew up next to a stream, and fun fact, I'm not 5 feet tall, in case you didn't know.
I did not know that. That is just...
No, I'm not.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I got you.
But, so I was the smallest one, and they were like, crawl through this tunnel, get to the other side of the stream. The tunnel was under the street.
Okay.
So it was like, I would like crawl through this tunnel, and then once I made it through, everybody else started following me, and there was this kid who was like 6'5". And it's like, I'm crawling, and I'm like standing, but my back is hunched. He's like on his hands and knees crawling through this stream. And he comes out with like some massive spider on him. So one of the people in the group completely just like bitch slapped him to like kill the spider.
Oh my God.
And he was just like, what was that for? And he was like, plenty of reasons, but you did have a spider. But it was like, yeah, I always ended up there. And we would all come home like soaking wet.
Yeah.
And my mom would be like, why? Like just simply like, why is this what we do? We used to spray paint the backyard.
It's awesome.
Make it a kickball.
Yeah.
Like diamond, whatever it is.
But that just sounds like such a nostalgic childhood.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds great.
And it was like on the weekends. You want to know what I did?
What?
I Spy.
Nice.
On the computer, the treasure hunt one.
Oh, yeah.
Specifically the treasure hunt one.
Oh, yeah. Computer games were so fun back in the day.
Wizard
oh, my
101?
gosh.
Maple Story?
Did you say Wizard 101?
Of course I did.
Oh, yeah. Club Penguin? Oh, boy.
Oh, Club Penguin.
Oh, I had all the puzzles.
Toontown?
Oh, yeah. Pop Tropica?
Pop Tropica.
Nah, there were some good ones.
You want to know my name on Toontown?
What?
Captain Yappy.
How? Why?
Because I talk a lot. And my best friend was Captain Yippee.
Nice.
And we matched our characters exactly. Same dress, same color, same animal, everything. The only difference was Yippee and Yappy.
That's awesome.
And you know how, like really nostalgic, you gotta really go back. You know how one of you guys can have drop and one of you guys have trap?
Mm-hmm.
Did that. Or like lure and trap. We like rock, paper, scissors on who got trap and who got lure. Because you can't have both.
Yeah.
Team up. It was like the thing. And then we had people be like, didn't I just see you like over here, and like we would like have to chat. We were like, no, that's my twin.
Yeah.
Like, we just lie.
I don't know if we ever talked about it at work. Fun fact, yes, we worked together. Were you ever on the Among Us wave during COVID? Did you ever play Among Us at all with anybody?
Yes.
That was a special time.
But like, not a lot. Where to the point where like, if you put me in Among Us now, I'm dead. Like or I'm caught first shot.
Really?
Like 100%.
That was such a fun time. It really.
My COVID, I was making bank off the government.
I mean, who wasn't?
Probably shouldn't say that, but like I already said it, dude. I making stacks. Didn't have a job.
Time. Beautiful time.
Dude, I was 16. My car, $1.50 for
At
a
16.
tank. 16.
Wow.
Or 17. What year was it? 2020?
Yeah.
I was 17.
Wow.
It happened right when I
turned 17. So 2020, 17. So that
the world shut down on my birthday.
No.
Yeah, March 15th shut down on my birthday.
No way.
So it was like a big thing. Like the world could just. I was out from school with something. It wasn't the flu. I got tested flu, mono, everything. Could not breathe. Could not.
But.
COVID tests weren't out yet. It was like right before COVID was like shut down the world. It was like the week before.
Yeah.
And it was when schools were like, we're going to be out for 2 weeks, blah, 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 blah. And my boyfriend was
crazy.
like, tell me if there's anything in your locker or anything here. And I was like, why? Like, we'll be back in 2 weeks. He was like, I guarantee you we're not. And I was just like, you could check my locker, but I never used it. So then, of course, I felt gaslit. So I was like, there's something in my locker. There wasn't.
But March 15th, 2020.
March 15th, 2020.
Your happy birthday.
Thank you. Or
happy birthday. You can never leave the house again.
Technically, it came out at like 10:45 on the 14th. It was a Friday.
Yep.
10:45 on a Friday. Basically, my birthday.
So, it was your birthday, but obviously the news was going crazy.
My work shut down on the 12th.
Yeah, so what is...
I was a restaurant.
Okay. I
was a hostess.
Okay.
In Woodbridge.
Gotcha.
Woodbridge Social.
Okay. Great breakdown.
Thank you.
One thing and another. Peeling back the layers.
So, it was like the most bizarre thing. Like, I never got fired. I never quit. It was like...
It just can't work.
Couldn't work. And then probably like 3 months went by, and then my mom got all like, Mom, and she was like, you're getting a lot of money from the government. Like, I don't know if you're going to have to pay it all back. Like, we didn't know how it worked yet because it was all new. Nobody knew what was happening to the world.
Nobody knew.
So then she was like, you have to get a real job and make money.
Were you a senior in high school when this was going down, or junior?
My junior year.
Isn't it crazy?
Halfway through junior year. I would have probably not passed one of my classes.
You went from high school to college during the COVID experience like that.
Dude, my college stuff, all online. My tours were online. So it was like Central.
That is insane.
Central was like online. It was like online tour, blah, 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 blah. And you hit like an arrow. And it was like Google Maps.
To go through campus?
You know, like the Google truck on the street?
Google Earth?
Google Earth. It was that through campus.
No way.
And then like when you hit it, it was like a WikiHow little button showed up.
Yeah.
And you were like, what is this building? And then it would just like...
And of all the places you were just clicking through, oh yeah, I can't wait to tear this campus up.
Well, I went with my brother. My brother went there.
Really?
So he like... I toured with him, like, oddly the year before, like, sophomore year.
Oh, so you already had a
So I had it, and
history.
then I moved him in, was up there all the time. And I was like, I like this place.
How far of a drive is it from where you actually are from?
45-ish, give or take. Depends on you go the speed limit, 45.
How does that make you feel?
What, far away from home?
Far, but not too far.
I think it's more of a problem for my mom than me.
Yeah.
Because I'm the only girl.
You think you were ready to leave the nest in that sense? Like, not go to, like, a community college 10 minutes away?
Yes.
Stay home?
My mom prepared us very, like, it's okay to move.
Yeah.
Sort of thing when we were growing up, where she was like, you don't have to stay if you feel like you should go. And I was just like, when... I gotta tell you about my little crisis I had
Go
this
ahead.
summer. It's really funny. But... Yeah, no, like, it was fine moving up here. But my problem was leaving the dogs.
It's always rough.
Oh my god. Funny.
Sorry.
But like the point, no, like literally had like mental breakdowns being like, I need to take one with me, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to get one like anxiety, depression, whatever dog certified. And my therapist was like, I'm the one who has to fill out the paper. So she was like, I would fill it out if your mom said yeah. She didn't.
Damn.
My mom said no because they all have severe separation anxiety. My dogs.
So she didn't want you to get A service dog?
No, I wanted to take one of my dogs to make a service dog.
And make it a service dog?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But my mom was like, no.
Yeah.
Because her favorite, his name's Barkley, Mr. Chonk, 7.
Chonk.
He's like 95 pounds, should be like 75, but that's okay. He's cute, whatever.
Yeah.
Fun. Cries all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Not the point. My mom's favorite. Like, attached to her hip. And then, of course, I got Charlie, 6, German Shepherd, freaks out on anything that passes the door.
Yeah.
Protects her family, only cares for her family. Loves the first one. Loves Chonk.
Nice.
So then she can't leave him. And then I have a wiener. He's 4. His name's Dexter.
That was so well said. That's awesome.
And that's Charlie's best friend because they play together.
Yeah.
So if I took him, it's not even my dog. It's my
Can't
stepdad's
separate
dog.
the dogs.
Can't separate the dogs.
Can't do it.
And if I separate the dogs from my mom, Chonk freaks out.
Yeah.
It's the whole thing. So it was just vetoed.
Had to leave him there.
It was vetoed from the start. Not even from the start. I said, can I? And she said, why would you even ask? So.
Once you graduate, because...
Getting a dog, yes.
I wasn't going to ask that.
Oh, okay.
I mean, absolutely. Are you going to stay in the... Is the apartment that you own now, was that through the school?
No.
Really?
Yes.
So it's technically your own apartment?
Yes.
Are you going to stay there, or are you going to move back home?
Depending. On job.
On job.
Yes.
Let's say there is no job. You going back home?
It depends on what hospital I want to work at. It's all based on
Very true.
what gives me the best
Yeah.
benefits, not to be that guy, money. Student loans suck. I don't want to walk
do
out
suck.
and get like...
Yeah. I don't know. Ignore it.
So, yeah. But my crisis over the summer, that's what I was trying to get.
Yeah, I was about to... the crisis, yes.
So, I moved in with Andrew, my boyfriend. It was very easy. It was no move. It was like, nothing was like weird about it. I had a complete breakdown. Not because I was moving in with him. I was like, yeah, this was like the next step, whatever. It was the fact that I was moving in with him and Christmas now, right? Going home for the holidays is New Britain, Connecticut. Does that make sense? You see what I mean?
That is...
Because like my winter...
certainly a predicament.
My winter break is now here.
Here.
Unless but like I'm paying rent here.
This is home.
So I don't want to go.
Not home.
So exactly. But it is home. Does that make sense? And like I took my mattress and everything. My room was wiped.
Yeah.
And I was just like sitting in the middle of the room and I was like, oh my God. And my stepdad started making jokes. And I completely went off on my mom. He was like, oh, like I can't wait to make this my man cave, blah, 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 blah. Sobbed. Like completely broke down to my mom. I was like, this is still my room, right? Like I still live here. And she goes, he doesn't, like my stepdad doesn't even live in the house. She was just like, he doesn't live here. Like, why would your room all of a sudden just get wiped for his man cave?
Yeah.
If he doesn't even live in the house.
Right.
And I was just like, completely broke down.
What was it like the first month when you were living? Yeah.
Fine.
But now you're starting to feel it, do you think? Well, back in the summer you clearly were.
Like, not even when I moved in. Like, it was like a month and a half before moving. And I was like, will I still live here? Like, will this still be my room? Blah, 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 blah. And my mom was like, you will always have a room. Like, breathe.
What's one of the toughest things living on your own with no parent?
Nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
It's easy?
Yeah, I buy my own food.
Grocery shopping must be a pain in the ass.
No, I love grocery shopping.
Really?
Dude, I'm telling you, I wish I was born in the 1940s.
Oh my God. See, it's so weird because...
Dude, I don't know why...
When someone like you says
I'm going to be controversial real quick. I don't understand why women fought for rights.
Oh my God, what? No, okay. Hear me out.
Sorry
wait,
to all
hold
the
on.
women out there.
Hold on. Let me guide you real quick so we can steer this ship together.
Okay.
Make sure that we don't sink right here, right now. So, is your logic that potentially, please don't kill me? I'm
a woman. I don't get.
Is it that in a way it seemed easier that they just had to chill at home and not have to do much?
No.
Rather than I'm trying to figure out what you mean by this.
Let me speak.
Go ahead.
Clearly, you've never heard of a sugar daddy, right? All you gotta do, pop out kids, cook meals. I love cooking. You know that. This would be like prime for me. You cook, make sure there's food on the table, you clean.
Yeah.
Cleaning doesn't take that long. You don't have to do anything. You know how much time I would have for reading?
True, she's a reader. We can get into that.
Come on. And all I would have to do is grocery shop, do laundry, get the kids to school, have the entire day alone.
The only thing... Well,
I could cycle during the day. If I wanted a job, be a cycle instructor. I could be that mom. Pilates, cycling, grocery store, get some Jamba Juice. Well, like I'm saying, if we brought it back in 2023.
Oh, my God. Well, knowing the rate in which things are going, I wouldn't be surprised if anything changes these days.
Thanks.
But wouldn't, in a way... Don't you think that a lot of women during that time probably felt purposeless? Same cycle every single day?
Well, that was like right before we got into the war and Rosie the Riveter became a thing.
But even then, like, you don't think... Like, if your life... Yeah. If someone told you this is how your life is going to be...
Be a stay-at-home mom? I would love it. Are you kidding?
Okay. Clearly for you, the pros align with you.
Yeah.
But, like, there's nothing more. Like, even if you dream to do anything else, nope, that's it. You really think so?
That would
You'd
be
content? Like,
yeah.
Even if you had a little bit of a knack to want to try something, nope, can't do it.
Correct.
You don't think that little bit of...
Nope, I talked to my mom about this, like, last weekend in the kitchen.
So clearly, ladies and gentlemen, she's her own exception. Me, I didn't say nothing. She did. Don't AI over my voice, don't do none of that. I'm just saying, you never know these days. I'm just saying.
But like, you gotta really think about it, right?
Yeah.
Like, okay, we're gonna swap roles right now.
I'd be happy.
Exactly.
No,
Exactly.
Yeah. I was saying how, in a way, if women or just anybody, let's say anybody in general, wants to be a breadwinner, by all means.
By all
if
means.
that's what you want, by all means.
Do it. Like, you're telling me Jeff Bezos, right?
Yeah.
His wife was stay at home. She's richer, or not richer than him. She's the richest woman now in America.
Yeah, well, after the divorce.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he gave her so much.
He had to.
Yeah.
What is she doing? Bet you she's doing Pilates on a Tuesday.
Yeah, the thing is my whole life I've always been very associated with my mom's side of the family. Very Italian, very traditional, Catholic out the wazoo. And
wonderful.
There's some values that my grandparents had that I just very much enjoyed or agreed with in a way that I just don't know. Like, if you really think about it, whether it's my grandparents, yours, or whoever's, back in the day, the way that society and culture was then, completely different from now, obviously. Yeah. Things that were normal then could either be seen out of pocket now or just very bad, whatever the case is. But... So once again, if you want to be a breadwinner, by all means, good for you. But here's my logic. I've been working. No, it's not. It shouldn't be anything bad. If it is, please correct me. Here's my logic, and this is what I've been thinking about. So I've been working super hard at trying to get my health down, be the best that I can be. Hopefully that translates to other things. Maybe even in the workforce, I become the best worker that I can be. That's obviously everyone's goal. Then let's say I meet a lovely woman. And we're in a relationship, and let's say she has a job, or whatever the case is. Let's say I make enough money
to handle both of you. To like.
Yes, yeah. I somehow make enough money to where she has the opportunity to either keep working, we just keep making bank, or she could literally just stay home.
I know people like that, and they work 2 days a week. The woman works like 2 to 3 days a week.
So in a way, they would be a stay-at-home mom.
Yeah.
I wonder, does that opportunity these days make a woman feel slighted?
No.
Or would they still be like, hell yeah? Sure.
100%.
You really think so?
Like, the people the people I've spoken to about this, oddly enough, are all like, I would work 2 days a week.
Yeah.
And, like, have him bring in all the funds. I would do grocery shopping.
It's like, I do the hard work.
Yeah.
All I ask for you. And this sounds like... See, it's like weird because, this was normal for the most part. And now people are making it seem like it's a bad thing.
The people that I know, they said they would work 2 to 3 days a week.
Yep.
And that money would be fun money. So it would be like... The husband covers mortgage, covers groceries, covers blank, blank, blank. Her money would be like Christmas, vacations, movies on a movie night, whatever. And do fun things like take the kids to Six Flags. That would be her money and like shopping money.
Yeah.
But he covers, I don't even know bills, taxes, houses, insurances.
Yeah.
Like all that.
Right.
Does that make sense?
No, it does. It's just
because
something
like I would do that.
Yeah.
Because like, do I love helping people? That's why I want to be a nurse. Yes.
Maybe I should start a poll.
You should start a poll.
But it's just weird.
Start it right now.
I feel I can't. This isn't live or anything.
No, I know. I mean, like when you post it.
No, yeah. So it'd be in the future. Future Mario, if you're watching, get it done. It's very trippy when you go back and rewatch this. The version of you rewatching. So I'm assuming because the majority of my guests, minus maybe one or two people that are content creators, aren't content creators. So it's like you're in your own little documentary or movie or whatever it is, and whenever you want, you can just go back and look at it. So the version of you, whenever this drops...
I have like 10 miles of gas left on my car. Sorry.
Oh my God. Get that done.
I don't have my credit card on me. I can't.
You'll make it. No, you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
I live across the street from Costco. It's fine.
She'll be fine.
Continue.
But the version of you rewatching or watching this,
yeah,
you're going to be looking at the version of you talking now and say, wow.
That's what I sound like? Disgusting.
That wasn't me impersonating you. Oh my gosh. Whatever.
I know it wasn't you impersonating me.
But it's weird. I get uncomfortable sometimes talking to people in this generation because you can, especially our age group or age range, because you look at some people and they give off the vibe that they can kind of talk like we can, a little more loose, a little more
laid back,
a little more on edge. But then they'll give off that vibe and then you'll say something and then you'll be like, oh no, what have I done?
Like say like the slightest thing and then all of a sudden you'll be like, that could be made controversial.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I really try to watch
off.
what I say, talk a little slower, think before I speak.
No, I don't do that.
I try.
I don't.
It's so hard. Talking into a microphone is not easy either. What we're doing right now?
Literally, I just openly said, why did women fight for their rights?
You did.
Into a microphone.
You did say that.
I did.
I wonder how many people in our generation would agree with you, though. I think people would.
Yeah.
But you're more so talking about the topic when it comes to stay-at-home moms and then the husband does the breadwinning.
Yes.
Yeah.
But, like, honestly, I also controversial, personal opinion, though. I don't want to vote.
What do you mean?
Like, president, I'm not going to vote.
Did you vote for well, you couldn't.
I didn't even register.
But were you able to at the time? How old did you have to be again? Is it
18.
18?
An adult.
You couldn't.
It's like...
To this day, nobody knows who I voted for in that election. Nobody knows what I did. There's theories that I wrote in Kanye or The Rock. There's theories that I walked in, walked out.
Perfect.
Nobody knows what
No, but,
I did.
like,
Yeah.
I don't get chosen by the House of the state anyway.
Do you know what really upsets me? Not to get political. Not to get political. When there's always that one person when you go, it's not like my vote matters anyway. And most people are like, you know what, you're right.
Yeah.
And then there's that one person, well, actually, and it's, all right, dude, go.
It doesn't, though.
Go to a cycling class.
Like
you got better things to worry about. What are we talking about?
Like, you're telling
right
me, like, think about it, right?
Yeah.
If you put the entire... What's the word I'm looking for?
I can't help you. I did the word
group
today.
of Connecticut citizens. How many people? The counting. Citizens.
You're just saying what is the word for...
Yes, the amount of people.
Population?
Population.
Oh my gosh! Yes, I got it. I'm so
if
proud of myself.
you take the entire population of Connecticut...
Yes.
And say everybody votes...
Yep.
Extract one of those people. That's me. Okay? Extract that one
But there's
person.
many more people like you.
Exactly. You're telling me my one vote will sway the entire Connecticut House.
The only thing, though, when it comes to that is... there's a lot of people with your mindset.
I know.
So that will lead to thousands of people. So possibly.
So, like...
Possibly.
Give or take 30 to 50% of the state. Right? Doesn't want to vote.
Okay.
There's still 50 to 70% of the state still voting.
I still think there will be enough votes. There's a good chance there'll be enough votes to decide clearly who the majority's supporting.
And it's like, you live in certain states, you know what way your state's swaying anyway.
Do you know what saddens me?
What?
That I used to play games like Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games all the time.
Oh my god, I love that game.
I used to have so much pride in saying USA. Now, You say that, boy. Oh, people are gonna look at you like you're crazy. Like red is your favorite color, and it's not even close.
My best friend, she's in London right now, studying abroad for the
Cheers.
for the NEAG program at UConn.
Nice.
And she said something to me. She texted me. She was like, "You would think like deodorant's like a new subject here." Like she was just
They
like,
don't wear deodorant in the UK?
No.
Is this a...
Like
wow.
She was just like, I ain't trying to, like, she was like, I may be British for 3 months, but right now I ain't trying to be British.
Yeah.
But it's like,
It's like, Tuesday, ain't it?
But she was like, the way the country works and like the things that they do there in public transportation, she was like, you wouldn't even consider like America. Like you would think about America if you weren't an American and be like, wow, that place is jacked.
Well, they even drive, obviously, on the right side of the car. That must be...
I know.
It's like a driving...
Backwards.
In reverse, or yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
But yeah, no, she was like, you would think, like, based on like what people say in like other countries, they're like, I would believe like America's fake. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like the things that we
it's
do.
different. It's different anywhere you go, I'm sure.
Yeah. But yeah. Like,
so you're a reader.
big.
Segue. You're a reader. Huge.
Massive.
Probably easily. It's not even close. Biggest reader that I know. When did it start?
December 27th, 2022.
Thank you. yeah. So that's when the passion started?
Yes.
Really?
Yep. I could tell you the book too, Sinners Anonymous by Soam Sketcher.
Wow.
And then I, of course, being me, I didn't buy the first book of the series. I bought the entirety of the series.
The whole thing.
But
what was the passion and the purpose and the intent behind that? When it came to reading, just I want to become a reader. How did that happen?
Okay, so 2 things. TikTok does this cute little thing where they post like a book quote and then like dialogue between the 2 characters, and I went, I need that. That was when that happened, so I ordered it. I had to create an Amazon account because my mom would have been like, why are you ordering books you don't read? Mm-hmm. So I hid it on my own Amazon account. Yeah. Made me upset because I didn't have Amazon Prime. And then something happened in my family. And
okay.
And then I was like, I just simply could not sleep. Like,
oh my gosh.
Probably go to sleep like 4 a.m., wake up at like 7. In like routine.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And then, so I just would read. And it was just a thing. I just haven't been able to stop.
And now you practically own your own library at this point. Why, have you ever considered being a part-time librarian?
Nope.
Why not?
Libraries are boring and they smell bad.
But you love books.
Yeah, but they're boring and smell bad.
What if you had made your own library?
Oh, 100%. Because I would make sure that I have like good books there.
What if you took out a loan,
And
knew you'd make your money back? If today someone said, you could take out a loan and it is guaranteed you make your money back and then some. 100%. You can make your own library. You're the head person.
And like with that loan, I get to buy the books. 100% would do it. Because there's books at like bookstores.
Yeah.
Or books on Amazon that aren't at bookstores.
It's like you start your own Barnes and Nobles. You could do that. And you live right near there too, huh?
Oh my God, I love Barnes and Nobles. Yeah. Oh my God, did I not tell you why I was pissed at Barnes and Nobles?
I think you might have, but refresh my memory.
Yesterday, book released. Wildfire by Hannah Grace. 2nd book in a series. The first book's Icebreaker for
Wasn't
those who
there,
knows.
was it?
Sold out. I went to 3 different Barnes and Nobles.
The fact that you didn't even why didn't you just order it off Amazon?
Why would I do that if Barnes and Noble has a Barnes and Noble exclusive content? Jeez.
I used to go there to get Goosebumps books.
Oh, I love Goosebumps.
Growing up.
You ever watch a show?
Oh my God.
You want to know what's crazy?
What's crazy?
I am still like scared of one episode.
Slappy the Dummy?
Not Slappy the Dummy. I love Slappy the Dummy.
Slappy freaked me out growing up.
It was 2 episodes actually. The one where she becomes the doll.
What was the name of that one?
I don't know. She has like a make your own look-alike doll. And she slowly becomes the doll the doll becomes her technically. And her body like goes plastic. She becomes the doll.
I think I might have seen that one. I watched a lot of them.
Her family is like, why are you acting like that? Like, that's not you. Like, blah, 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 blah. And somebody, like, she, like, ended up writing something as the doll, being, like, check the back of her neck. And she had this birthmark that the doll didn't have. So it was like, now the birthmark was on the doll, not on the person. So they were like, But no, I'm talking about the episode where, like, the wolves were in the cabinets. Does that make sense? They were, like, out of cans. It was like the girl would open up a cabinet and it was like a monster would come out of the cabinet.
I know there was one called the one underneath the sink.
Nope. Let me look it up.
Yeah, try and find it.
Goose.
I used to play the video games too. There was just so
I do
much
have to say,
lore.
That movie with Jack Black.
Good?
I thought it was so funny.
Really? Well,
anything with Jack Black was just funny. Goosebumps episodes.
Yeah, those books were very, very fun to read.
Is it the girl who cried monster? Nope. Goosebump episode. Kitchen.
I think the Percy Jackson series.
Haha.
Goosebumps. Geronimo Stilton.
I lied. Maybe it's not what I thought it was.
And what would the fourth one be? Hunger Games? I don't know if I said that. I think those are the series.
Oh, maybe you are right. The monster between the sink, under the sink.
That came, the under the sink or something.
Yeah, and it would just like jump out every time she opened up the cabinets. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one. That's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah. I know there was one similar to the Blob. Sort of. There was some creepy one. It was very good. It was like the Twilight Zone for kids, but scarier.
Oh my god, I love the Twilight Zone.
I know.
One of my classes' homework was to watch Twilight Zone.
You should put me on to some of the best Twilight episodes that you could think of. Send me a list.
I will.
Send me a list. Oh,
you ever watch the one in the car?
Wait, time out real quick.
Sorry.
I'll remember this. I promise. If you were a librarian,
yes.
Picture it as you could be the plug. How I am for like movies and shows. Like, you haven't seen this? You're watching this.
You like this book? Try this book. Yeah, you're right.
Exactly. And your delivery would be crazy. and people will look at you like the overlord of
the library. I know.
The library.
I know.
You walk in.
But it's
this is who you talk to.
Like I was trying to say before, there's books not at Barnes & Noble or like bookstores and only sold on Amazon because it's through indie authors. So they're not fully published by like a company.
Yeah.
They're published through themselves. She was like one of my favorite authors. She's not published through a store. The book cover I showed you, she's not published through a store. She sells books on Amazon and through her website. Does that make sense?
I think my buddy Jared did that. He sold his book through Amazon.
Yeah. People do it all the time.
Yeah.
Because there's no other way.
Why don't you become an author?
Oh, I can't write. I can't. You
Says
read
who?
my text?
Says who?
I can't spell a single word.
I mean, it's texting. It's different. Plus, you could edit and revise.
I feel like I would be so bad at it.
You don't think you could make up a story? You've read so much. I'm sure you can make up a story.
But that's what I mean. I feel
Even
like
if it's for fun.
I feel like I would just like copy half the stories, though. You know what I mean?
Just mesh it into one.
Yeah.
But who's to say that wouldn't be something incredible?
You're right.
I'd probably read it.
Now my ADHD gotta make a book.
The thing is if you think about it, if you feel like you have time to kill at home,
yeah.
And who knows, maybe in the future, if your dream comes true of a stay-at-home mom,
I can become an author.
you can become an author.
And stay at home and write. Don't have to have an office.
You could be the next Stephen King.
Oh my god, I would love to be Stephen King. I would love to meet him.
I want to know what he was doing. Yeah. He had to be high.
Not even high. I just want to know, like, how he grew up to be like, this is what I'm into and this is what I want to write books about. Because growing up, he didn't have it. He created it.
You gotta have a little bit of a messed up mind to be an author or an artist.
100%.
They don't talk about it enough.
You're not gonna
you gotta be little messed up in the head.
What's his face cut off his ear?
Was it Van Gogh? No.
I almost just said DiCaprio. That's not.
Shout out to DiCaprio, man.
Wolf of Wall Street, great movie.
Great movie. But I think it was Van Gogh.
Sent it to his girlfriend, and then he was the one with the wrapped head.
Believe so.
Yeah.
Starry Night. Oh, beautiful. Pretty sure he made Starry Night. I hope so.
Yeah. I thought Da Vinci made Mona Lisa. That's who made Mona Lisa.
Yeah.
I was thinking Van Gogh made Mona Lisa, but he didn't.
But they don't talk about it enough. Everyone appreciates art. Nobody questions it. They just accept it.
Yes.
But they never say, what was the mindset of this person when they made this? They never do. You never hear about it. Those people are a little messed up in the head. To be able to come up with some of the ideas and stories that they've made. Like, do you know how twisted you have to be to... Let me think. Is there any examples I have in here? Oh, do you know how twisted you have to be?
I was talking to... Shout out to
Jason
Sivas. However you pronounce his last name, he told me the other day.
Yeah.
Shout out to him. We were talking about it at work.
Big shout outs.
Big shout out. King right there. We were talking about Saw because I watched it Friday. He watched it Saturday.
The new one?
The new one, Saw 10.
Was it good?
I loved it.
Really?
It was the most the Saw movies. Like, it was the goriest, most...
Damn.
Like, yeah. Think about the other ones. Oh, my God.
If this was the goriest, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, no, like, I texted Jace afterwards and was like, that was by far the goriest one ever.
Jeez.
I loved it. Ate it up.
Yeah.
But I literally said to him last week when we were talking about this, not even last week, probably 2 days ago, I looked at him and I said, imagine the table reads where they're like, okay, we got signed for another one. What tortures are we going to do? Think about it. You're telling me that there's just people being like, so hear me out. Put a wire across this girl's neck that can just cut through bone. She has to saw off her own leg, put a tube in it, and get the bone marrow from it to a certain thing so it doesn't chop off her head and decapitate her.
No.
Yeah, happened in the new movie.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Or it was like...
That is
Or it was like, put vacuums on eyeballs, and you have to break all 5 fingers on one hand. You have a knob on the left, fingers hooked up to some machine on the right. You have to hit every dial and break all of your fingers or your eyes get vacuumed out of your head.
No
You're
way.
telling me.
Who comes up with that?
That's what I'm saying. Imagine sitting at a table read and you're just like, this is my idea. You can tell me yes or no. Or it's like there was the one where you stick your hand up and there's glass shards angled towards your hand.
That one was brutal.
You're telling me that they're just sitting around a table? Or
anything that involves glass in the film, they go ham. Oh.
Or like the one where they had to dive into a pile of heroin needles and just to find a key.
Crazy.
Girl. Like, it was just like...
Who comes up with
That's what I'm
stuff?
saying. We were like sitting there and we were like, imagine the table reads.
Yeah.
Where they're like, this is my idea. You could say no.
They probably all looked like this. Are you okay? Okay,
And
let's
then,
do it.
and then
Yeah.
when, you know what? Not a bad idea. Sounds like it would be like...
Yeah. That is
like, yeah.
wild. Ooh.
But it's like, if you think of Stephen King stuff, Pennywise was just like a figment of the imagination.
Yeah.
It's not like it was anything gruesome.
That movie scared me, the original, growing up.
The original's petrifying.
Clowns.
Not even the clowns.
I was cool with clowns until I saw Pennywise.
Really?
I was cool with them. I would see them, hey, man, make me balloon. Okay. And now...
You clearly have never heard of John Wayne Gacy. The
Yeah,
Terrorizer?
no, I have. Then, so there was Pennywise.
Yep.
And then I saw...
John Wayne Gacy?
I saw...
Pogo the Clown?
Yeah. Yeah. It got really dark from there. And then you would always see those...
Did you watch the John Wayne Gacy documentary? I think
on
it's
Netflix? He might have one on Netflix. I know they've been
I know
doing
he had one on
There was the
Netflix.
Ted Bundy one.
I love the Ted Bundy one. I'm talking about the one... Also, I have a book for you. Would you read it? It's written by Ted Bundy's girlfriend.
She wrote a book?
She wrote a book about dating him.
Is she still alive?
Yes. About dating him, not knowing he was killing people. And, like, what he was like. Because she didn't... Like, the cops were like, I think...
Yeah, in all the movies and doc, they always talk about that.
Yeah, no, how
didn't
she
know.
was just like... Ted couldn't have done it. And they were just like, no.
He definitely did.
Like, he definitely did, babe.
Yeah.
And then she was just like, no, like, he couldn't have. She wrote an entire book about it. About her life with him. About, like, how, like, normal he was. Blah, 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 blah. Mm-hmm. Great book.
What impresses me the most in the documentary, yeah, they showed it in the documentary and then the Zac Efron movie. I don't know if you've seen that one. Zac Efron played
know.
as Ted Bundy.
You know who's a great actor?
Who?
Now I can't think of his name. The one who played Dahmer.
Oh, that guy? What the...
Something Evans?
How do you remember?
Yeah.
Crazy show.
Oh my god, he's such a good actor, though.
Yeah, but they criticized him for playing the role. Don't hate on the guy. Hate on the director. Don't hate on him.
Yeah, no, facts.
Hate on Netflix for dropping it. Don't hate on him. He was just doing his job.
No, because you ever watch American Horror Story?
No, my sister's huge into
Love
that.
it.
I hear it's a
Love
good
it.
show.
Great show. I restarted it, actually.
Do any of the episodes have anything to do with one another, or are they also their own
Every
separate...
season. It's like season... They don't go by season ones.
Each season is its own
different
thing.
story.
Each season... So each episode on one season is has to do with the same thing.
Yes.
But each season is a different concept.
Yes. So it's like they don't go by season 1,
Are they
2,
even
3.
scary or more just...
Yes. Kind of creepy.
Yeah.
Like, the first season, technically, like, it's... You know how you can... What's your favorite show? Normal show, not anime. Because you go by chapters and that. I know.
Asshole. Just for ha-has, Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad. You know how it's like season 1, Breaking Bad, episode whatever?
Yeah.
It's like American Horror Story, Murder House. American Horror Story, Asylum, episode 2. American Horror Story, Freak Show, Hotel.
Wait, what they do?
So it's like their season 5 is called Hotel. Like it does not go by season 5.
Okay, just wanted to say.
Yeah.
Because if they also did it where it's like Murder
Lady
House,
Gaga?
Asylum, this, that,
Yeah.
and then so each season's its own episode, different episodes, but then season 2
Same
it's the
story.
same in the same order. So you have to wait to continue the Murder House thing in season 2. Like that would be pretty interesting too.
But the problem is, it's the same cast every season. Same cast, different characters.
Interesting.
So it's like the first season, the guy who plays Dahmer, he's in it, and he's like a crazy kid. Like, and like his therapist is the main girl's dad. In the second season, the main girl, like, one of the characters featured in the first season is like the crazy person in the asylum. The third season, I want to say it's Freak Show, they all belong in a circus. Like, he's like some massive 6'5" dude on stilts.
Dang.
There's like a little dwarf. There's like the woman with the beard. Like, that's season 3.
I'm so sorry. I was just thinking, is dwarf politically correct these days?
Yes.
Is it? Is that the
You want to know a fun fact, actually?
what?
Speaking of,
Snow White?
no.
Oh.
We're going to get into the remaking of that real quick. I'm heated about it. Technically, I'm counted as a little person and can get a handicap sticker.
Are you serious?
My doctor won't give it to me because I'm young and she doesn't want me abusing it yet,
But you can get one.
but I'm allowed to.
So
Because
you
I'm
could
legally
get,
under 5 feet tall.
and anyone under 5 feet tall can get handicapped?
Yep. Because it's a disformity.
Very,
Interesting.
very...
Because I straight up
Good
asked my
opportunity.
pediatrician, and she was just like, well, you're under 5 feet tall. And I was just like, that doesn't answer my question. And she goes, anybody under 5 feet tall is counted as a little person. And then there's measurements after that. 4'6" or 4'8" is counted as a midget. 4'3" and under is counted as a dwarf.
Oh, yeah, you're going to get good parking. It's inevitable.
I know.
In due time.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
Especially when it starts shrinking.
What, when you're older?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the days away. But talk to me about the movie.
Hate
Tell me
it.
your squeeze.
Hate it.
It's already out?
No, I think the casting
Oh, just the
terrible.
concept. Just
No, not even the concept.
No, just the casting.
I think Snow White was horrible. And isn't Gal Gadot...
I hear the lady's been annoying a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's causing a lot of stir-ups.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to say my other view because then on Little Mermaid, that can be real bad.
Yeah.
So, I'm not going to go that fast. But Gal Gadot, almost positive she is Evil Queen. Okay?
Why?
Why is she Evil Queen? I don't know.
Wait, I'm going to be honest. I never saw Snow White. Is
Okay.
that one of the characters, or are you saying she just is...
Is that one of the characters?
I've never seen Snow White.
Do you know, like, the premise of Snow White?
I just know that she's the one that eats the bad apple.
Yes. Who gives her the bad apple?
Eve Queen.
Yep.
That was very easy. Yeah, I never saw... That's on my list of things to get done. I want to watch all the old school 1940s, 50s...
I have them all on VCR.
Disney movies.
VCR.
Brother Bear, phenomenal.
Love Brother Bear.
Phenomenal. That's the one thing that I always think of.
Wait until they do Brother Bear, though. Live action.
Oh, it could be decent.
No.
Why? Because of Lion King. Was Lion King good? I never saw the live action. Was it? Did it live up to the?
I think I refuse to watch the live action.
Yeah, I never ended up watching it.
No, but the premise of it is like Snow White eats a bad apple, blah 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 blah. She's friends with 7 short people, and talks to the animals. Great concept of a movie.
And in order for her to wake up, wait, let me guess. Let me guess the plot. Do the dwarves see her fall asleep? How do we wake her up? They find out true love's first kiss. They have to find a prince, get the prince to her.
Basically.
Then they fight the queen.
No.
But they bring her back.
We don't fight the queen. Yeah,
But
yes.
the dwarves go and find a prince.
You know, like the...
That is such a cool plot.
like the classic line, magic mirror on a wall?
Yeah.
Who's the fairest of them all?
Yep.
Evil Queen.
Really? Mm-hmm. Interesting.
If I asked you, who's your favorite princess, who's your answer?
Great question.
And who's your favorite villain?
Belle was Beauty and the Beast.
Of course. Belle means beauty in French.
Oh, yeah. Gay Bella. Italian. Belle.
Yep.
For sure.
Yep.
Or Rapunzel, low-key, because Tangled is fire.
We're going to get into that. I love that movie. I feel like it doesn't get enough love.
Tremendous movie. Me and my brother, We
the
have no
chameleon
shame in
and the
saying
horse.
this.
Nobody
Yeah.
cares for it.
We have no shame in saying this. Me and my brother have probably seen Beauty and the Beast and Tangled more times than most guys probably have. Just
The music in Beauty and the Beast is bangers, though.
phenomenal.
Oh my god.
It was
so
something.
well done.
Oh yeah, we can get into
Lumiere
it.
with his little
Oh yeah, be all
Johnny
guest.
Roosevelt, yeah.
Be all guest. Put on the juice test. Oh yeah, we can. Oh yeah.
and
Great movies.
what, Miss Teacup or Miss Teapot
Yep.
and Chip. When I was growing up, I was like, Mom, I need Chip, and she was like, Why would you want a broken cup? And I was just like,
How dare you?
No, because I was like, Mom, I need you to like buy me a cup like that, and she was like, I'm not buying you that. Like she
Yeah.
was just like, no. The only way that she would buy it is if it's like fake broken, like only chipped on the corner and not actually broken down the side like it is in the movie.
Does Shrek count for princesses and villains? Because
I swear to God, if you tell me that Lord Farquaad is your favorite villain,
I'm trying to think of other villains. I am because I never saw.
do you want me to
Yeah,
listen?
if you can. 'Cause
Hades?
never saw Little Mermaid. I know, dude. It's a problem. It's a problem. Never saw
Hades?
Cinderella. I
Dude,
know.
Cinderella has like 3-4 movies.
It's a problem. I've never seen like the big one. Never saw
I do have to
Sleeping Beauty, no. Which is honestly like I don't know.
Don't diss it.
Wait. I'm not gonna diss it. I'm not gonna say. I don't know which came first, Sleeping Beauty or Snow White, but they're kind of the same. I'm just saying.
Snow White was the first ever princess. Talk about it.
So
1938.
Sleeping Beauty. Way to know your stuff. I hopefully I hope someone fact checks you. She told me. Or yeah, bring it up right now. I don't know. Okay, so then that means Sleeping Beauty bit off Snow White, which is, I don't know why there's two sleeping princesses. Don't know what's up with that. Does Maui count as a villain, low-key?
I would consider him 1937. December 21st, 1937.
You were wrong.
By what? 10 days? Yeah, no, she was the first princess.
I'm probably gonna have to get this.
Hades. He's from Hercules.
Hercules
He has blue
never
hair.
saw.
With the little magic.
Yeah.
Maleficent.
Never
Miss
saw
Spindle.
Maleficent. That was newer, right?
Nope, she is.
Maleficent's older too.
Maleficent.
Because didn't they remaster it, right?
Yeah.
With
She had her first villain movie. She was the first live
Angelina
action
Jolie?
Yes,
She
first
put-
villain movie.
But that was like the first remastered.
Remastered fairy tale.
And it's about the villain.
Yes. Specifically about how she became Maleficent.
Yeah.
And I wish that they would redo.
Does she have a sad backstory? Like, do you
Very.
understand? Wow.
She is Sleeping Beauty. She is like the Sleeping Beauty villain. Aurora's villain.
I thought you were gonna say I was gonna say that is a crazy turn.
No.
Wow, that could have been cool. Yeah.
Cinderella, evil godmother, obviously, or stepmother. Sorry, don't like her. She's irrelevant. The sisters were really more of the villain than her. Not Twisted, Tangled, obviously the stepmother again, or godmother. Is it godmother? What is
Stepmom claims to be her mom,
Yeah.
but she's not.
Mother knows best. Great song.
Great.
Who's the villain in
Gaston is Beauty and the Beast.
Gaston is Beauty and the Beast.
Yep.
Frozen is the dude, Hans.
Frozen is so good.
I do have to say, I'm not a fan
Never
of
saw.
Frozen 2.
Didn't see Frozen 2.
Not
but
a fan of
Frozen
it.
1 on its own.
Fantastic.
Unbelievable.
Fantastic. Once again,
Unbelievable.
the animals take the spotlight. Sven, tell me about it. Make some blah.
Yeah.
Mulan.
Never saw Mulan either. Doesn't Mulan identify as a guy in the movie? That's what I heard.
She doesn't identify as a guy. She dresses up as a guy to fight in battle.
Okay.
God. She
Hey,
really
Mulan's really good.
Never watched it. Pocahontas.
Never seen that. Never seen. You're gonna hate me for
Oh,
this.
Jesus.
Never seen Aladdin.
Great movie. Jafar. Great villain as well.
I gotta catch
Cruella
up.
DeVille. She counts as a Disney villain.
Who's that?
101 Dalmatians.
Saw.
Literally
It would be
walks
on in the
in-
background growing up. Yeah, she's the. I know who that is. The white and black hair, right? Yeah.
Cruella,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, my favorite villain is Maleficent.
Really?
Stand by her.
That good, huh?
Always.
Is she like one of the most misunderstood villains type of thing? Is that what it is?
Because the reason why she was really upset,
Is her backstory in Sleeping Beauty as well, the original?
not
or-
really. You
but-
just know that she's like, nobody likes her.
Yeah.
And the point of Sleeping Beauty was she put Aurora in like the 18-year rest, whatever,
Damn.
with a spindle. You know that? She pricked her finger on it like a magic spindle.
Oh, okay.
And then it put her to sleep. The reason she was like banished because the family didn't like her, and she did that because she wasn't invited to like the wedding or like the christening of Aurora. So she was just like, because she was like the only one not invited in like the entire area, and she was just like, due to that, I put your daughter in a coma.
I heard that. I don't know if it was the lady that's gonna play as the Snow White remastered or live action. I don't know if it was her who said it. It might have been her that talked about how she thinks that the Disney princess movies are weird because of the whole prince concept and how they were much older than the princesses when they kissed them. I think.
Yeah, Sleeping Beauty is 13.
Aurora's 13.
Not Sleeping Beauty. Snow White's 13.
And how old is the prince?
Give me a second.
Yeah, because I heard that was a little
Snow White's age,
controversial.
14. And you want to take a guess?
30.
1.
Damn! What was Dude doing for all those years?
Waiting 14 years, I guess.
He needed all them dwarves to help him out? God.
Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Snow White meets a handsome prince after he overhears her singing in the woods. When she's poisoned by her evil stepmother, evil queen, the prince comes along and kisses her to wake her up. Snow White is thought to be 14 in the film, and the prince was 31.
Jeez.
Snow White live action.
That is rough.
Did they change it? Oh my god! The person who was supposed to play her got fired.
I heard that was a rumor, though.
No, it says it on several websites.
When was that? I heard yesterday, but I heard it was a rumor.
One day, officially... never mind. She addressed it.
Yep, Yeah, she's still playing as it.
I feel like Gal Gadot is going to be fantastic as Evil Queen. That's the only saving grace this movie has.
Who's Gal Gadot? I know that name.
Wonder Woman?
Really?
Yes.
She's playing as Evil Queen?
Yeah, I think she'll be great. With her little accent, too.
Nice.
I think she'll be wonderful.
I'm going to have to go back and see these movies.
Dude,
I need to.
What is your favorite movie?
In general?
Yes.
Right behind you. So, yep. Pulp Fiction.
Oh, you said that!
Favorite movie ever. Because my brother asked me one day, you ever see Pulp Fiction? I said, no, what's that? He said, dude, it's a pretty good movie. You should watch it. I go, okay. One of the first times I just said, okay, no hesitation. Just, okay, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
He goes, it's kind of confusing, but you'll see why. Back when my brother still used to live here, this room was split in half. So there's a TV set on one half of the room, TV set on the other half. We'd kind of just mind our own business, like play video games, like on each half of the room. Yeah. So originally the TV, my set used to be there. None of these posters were here. None of these couches, none of this was here.
His setup?
Yeah.
Like my brother's.
Yeah, and I sat and, sometimes I'd watch movies or play video games, whatever. Just threw on Pulp Fiction. No idea what I was in for. One of the greatest rides I was ever taken on watching a movie. You ever just watch something with no expectations?
Yes.
Have you ever just done that? Like reading a book. You just grab it, and it just turns out to be absolutely phenomenal for no reason.
Yes.
I was astounded.
No, you want to know what's crazy? Book of the Year. Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. Never read a fantasy book. I think they're stupid.
And it was the first, you just picked it up. And
I sobbed.
Did you already know that it was an award-winning book?
Yeah.
You got it?
It was all over TikTok. They were this, it's a 4.7 on Goodreads out of 5. And I was like, oh, maybe I should do it, blah, 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 blah. Oh my God. Stand by it. Stand by this book. It was crazy. I was I hate fantasy books.
You should totally read the David Goggins book that I read over the summer.
Ooh.
You should. So good. Especially for someone like you who's big into fitness. You're a cyclist. You're good with fitness. You should read the book.
That's all I do, though.
No, you finished the book in 2 days. Probably knowing you a day. But
how many pages is it?
300 something.
Oh, yeah, that's a day now.
Get the book.
What book is it?
Get it. It's called Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins.
Can you show me the cover?
Just look it up.
Because
you're doing all the...
You're right.
Yeah, you're cooking right now.
What is it? Can't Hurt Me
by David Goggins. Absolutely, not going to lie. Lived up to the hype and everything more. Changed my life.
I don't have this one.
I know you don't have it.
I have his other ones.
Get that book. That was the first book he wrote. Incredible. Every person that has gotten into fitness or trying to change their life for the better, physically, mentally, whatever, most of them have read that book or have heard of it. Or just know of David Goggins?
Oh, I know of David Goggins. Me and my brother were talking about it with my mom, and she was like, I've never heard of him.
Stay on, motherfucker.
And he was like, my brother said something, was like, it's the most intense male you'll ever meet.
The baddest man to walk the planet. That's what they call him.
Yep. And my mom was like, what do you mean? And he was just like, Ma, like, he's crazy.
He's probably ran all the toughest races you can.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Yep.
Without a doubt.
I put that on your list. I know you have the book list. Put it on. Put it on the list.
I have a lot of books on that list.
No, but that'd actually be so cool if I know other people that have read the book. I know a few people who have. People at the rec, that'd go crazy. You're good. But how did we get from Disney princesses to David Goggins?
I said something about what your
book of the year,
favorite,
sad movie.
I said favorite movie,
okay.
Book of the year.
What about you? Oh no, I can't ask that yet.
What? My favorite movie?
Can't ask that yet.
Why? It wouldn't be the movie that I would. Ooh.
Would it?
But the question is, I have like 4 movies because I'm scared that you watched them. Mr. Cinema. Does that make sense?
Yeah. That's a great nickname. Can people start calling me that? That's a sick name. Mr. Cinema. Yeah.
Like,
okay.
One of my top movies, Sixth Sense.
Great movie.
It's not my favorite movie.
Great
we'll go
movie,
into
though.
my favorite movie, though.
Yeah.
My favorite movie is a John Cusack movie.
What is it?
I'm not telling you. Now you gotta wait.
I do.
But.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
So, we obviously know that you're a big reader. Obviously know that it's done wonderful things for you. And then what about cycling? How'd you get into cycling? Was it because of the rec? Did rec get you into cycling and you just had an insane passion for it?
No, so shout out Freddie.
Shout out to Freddie.
I know he's been here before.
I hope he's watching.
And I know that somebody wants round 2. You said let's get you back.
Yeah.
So maybe Freddie Little's gonna pull back up.
Hopefully he does. I'm sure he will.
But
actually, no, I don't know if I'm sure. Maybe. I'm
last spring. I gotta say spring.
Okay.
Cause maybe it was last fall. It was when I lived with Sarah, so it had to have been fall of 2022. Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause then I got hired in the spring.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fall of 22.
They did Mamma Mia cycling.
I've heard about this.
So
I'm assuming you love Mamma Mia.
Of course I do.
Yeah.
So I like knew Freddie. I was friends with Freddie. And he was just like, oh, I'm new at cycling, blah, 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 blah. Like, come to my classes. And I was like, I don't really, like, exercise. Like, cycling sounds like it would be terrible for me. Now I go religious 4 times a week.
Yeah.
And But, so I went to Mamma Mia cycling. And I loved it. And I thought that Fudge's such a fun guy. Like, so fun. Has such a great personality.
He's the man.
He made it so fun that I was like, wow, this isn't terrible. He I don't want to say hated. He listens back to the Mamma Mia playlist, and he says that he thought he was doing something, but he feels like he wasn't. Does that make sense? Like, he feels like...
At the time,
he thought it was what we wanted.
That's how it is with anything, though.
Exactly. Like, you gradually get better as you... Whatever. So, he was talking about it, and he was like, I really thought I was doing something, but I really don't think, like, I did. But, so I started then. And... then I did it like once, maybe twice a week back then. And then I finally was like, you know what? Like, let's throw in a third. So I did like Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And then I finally wasn't sore on Tuesdays or Thursdays.
There you go.
So then I started doing Tuesdays and Thursdays as well.
Nice.
And then I've gone every day.
That's incredible.
Unless there's an exam and I'm like completely panicked, I'll like withdraw my registration like an hour and a half before the class.
It's probably helped so much with your mental health.
100%. Like, I will, like, be exhausted from the day and just over life, and I'll be like, you know, like, do you want to go to the gym? Like, I don't want to go. I'll do that. I know I shouldn't admit that, but I'll, like, stare. Like I'll be sitting, and I'll be like, oh, just gotta get up to go to cycling. Do I want to go today? And then I'm finally like, yeah, I want to go. Obviously, I want to go.
Yep.
So then I stand up, get ready, leave. Love it. And then I started doing Pilates with Fief. Also, really called Pilates with Sophia.
Shout out.
Shout out to Miss Sophia herself. But Miss Batty, as she says. But she called it Pilates with Fief.
Yeah.
started doing that too.
Yeah, that's incredible. So you read, you take care of your mental and physical health because you also go to therapy. Oh. You got it going on for you.
Yeah. Whoa.
No, you do.
Whoa.
Because you are trying to take care of yourself better than most people. You're trying. That's the key word.
Yes.
You're trying.
Yes.
Trying is better than...
nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you give yourself some props.
Yeah.
I don't know if you do, but you should.
I don't.
My
therapist told me to be nice to
myself. You need to learn to be your best friend. In high school, I hated myself. I was my biggest enemy, and it wasn't close.
High school was like I felt like I was just... I don't want to say that guy. I felt like I was just like... I always minded my own business. I would show up in my pajama pants.
Yeah.
Pair of Crocs. Fuzzy socks. Oversized hoodie. Always on, though. Like, always hood on, head down. Never spoke to people. I minded my 2.5 years. Until I went online. Yeah. I slept through classes. But it's okay. Listen, passed, graduated. Now I'm in school.
Again. I'm in school again. Yep. Mm-hmm.
But... what were we talking about?
Mental, physical.
Oh, yeah. No, my therapist yesterday straight up told me, I was talking to her about one of my exams. And she goes... you should really learn how to be nicer to yourself.
Where do you think that stemmed from? I sound like a therapist now, huh? Oh, yeah.
Where do I think that my self-doubt stemmed from?
If you were so great to others and just in general growing up.
Yeah.
Where does that stem from? If it's too personal, don't have to say.
No, it's fine.
But where do you think that stems from?
My father always saying that we were, like, terrible. So it was always like, oh, he said it. You always listen to your parents.
Biological dad?
Yeah. You always believe your parents, right? When you grow up, there's nobody else. Like, your parents won't lie to you.
Yeah. Dad wasn't a fan?
Dad was not a fan.
Crazy.
So it was like, he would, like, look at you. He would, like, look at you and be like, you're that stupid. Like, you can't answer this math question. And you'll be like, crazy. And you'll be like, wow, shot.
Dude, you're right.
Yeah, I'd be like, dude, you're, like, absolutely right.
Yeah.
So, like.
Damn.
Yeah, no, like, it could be, like, 2 + 5. And he would be like, you can't answer that in 0.2 seconds. And I'd be like, 9. And then he'd be like, you're really that stupid? You said 9?
I'm sorry. I just pictured, like, that being Butters. Or he's like, oh, gee. Yeah.
No, but that's what I mean. Like, it, like, definitely came from there. So then, like, when I... get a 76 and it's considered failing to a 77, I'm like, wow, I was that stupid. I couldn't get one more question right to just barely pass with a 78.
Just kind of triggers back.
Exactly. And then my therapist is like, babe.
This isn't normal.
Babe, you should really, like, I don't know, practice being nice to yourself.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, so you do know? And I'm like, yeah. I just don't.
Once you learn and truly believe, there's one thing to hear...
then to do it,
but
I know.
Then you have to truly take it in.
But then you also have to think about it.
Yes.
How many years?
Yeah.
You have to, like, do that
math equation. Once you can learn that I'm no longer in this environment or predicament.
Exactly. Then you're like, I can do this.
And you have to relearn how to, like, be yourself and
exactly.
Yeah.
But that's why I was always so...
Oh, yeah.
Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah, I got I gotcha.
Or as Freddie does, the Vogue.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 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 Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
Yep. But that's why I was always so nice to people, always.
Do you think you've gotten better? A lot better since you first?
Sure.
Just kind of... It's a long...
You want to know what's crazy?
It's a long-term investment.
I can thank him for one thing. He's the one who got me into reading.
Freddie?
My dad.
I was about to say, damn, Freddie, okay.
No. Yeah. It's like the one thing he
better give me credit for something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe life, too.
That probably annoys you.
It pisses me off.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear that.
But, like, listen, it's fine. I have my own little library.
library.
I mind my own business.
You're your own person.
Exactly.
Destined for greatness.
It's fantastic.
That is fantastic. But you got to believe it.
Reading is great. I do believe it.
I'm not saying that, just in general.
Know.
Like, you are going to do great things.
I try. That's why I want to be a nurse. Great things for people who need it.
And wipe poop.
Sure.
What made you want to pick nurse?
My grandparents I grew up in the hospital with them. My grandmother, she was diagnosed with lung disease. And my grandfather blamed himself. It was terrible. Because he was a heavy smoker. And...
So she got secondhand smoke?
No. He just believed it was his fault.
Okay.
Because it just happened that it was her lungs. And he was just like...
Yeah.
I killed her. And my mom was like...
No.
No. No. So, because she was like, if you, like... my mom and her brother would have been, like, shot, too, if it was his fault, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he was just like... He was... My story between my grandparents, they met at a grocery store. She was a cashier. He was a bagger.
Oh.
And, like, right then, he was just like, this is my wife.
I'm in love.
Yes. And it was, like, one and only cared for her, whatever. It was, like, his life was her. And then all of a sudden, it was just, like, she had 2 kids. So, when she got sick, it was, like, torture to him. He was just like, I shouldn't be the one here. Like, she should be here.
That's so sad.
So, I grew up, I was young, I was probably 10, going back and forth to the hospital. We went to New York, went to Columbia for, like, lung treatments, whatever. And then she passed away. But my grandfather, heavy diabetic, heart condition, had, like, 3 heart attacks.
Type 2?
Yes. Like, had 4 toes.
Hmm.
And he had, like, severe wounds because he was diabetic, whatever. And he had so many health problems. So when I was little, he would always put me in a little lab coat. And I would take his blood for him. I would give him insulin. Like, his at-home nurses would be like, Joe, you, like, sure? And he was just like, what's the worst that can happen? Like, it was like, you put the needle in the finger, prick it, whatever, you read the number.
Mm-hmm.
So I learned how to read numbers when I was younger. I learned how to insert insulin when I was younger. I packed wounds with the nurses because I was so interested in it. And then he was in and out of the hospital doing the same thing, so then I grew up there. And I wanted to be... Hospitals are sad.
Very.
Very sad. I want to be somebody who...
But like when someone... Oh, hey!
Yeah, be
yay.
like, hey, how is everybody? What you do today?
Ball of
like,
light, yeah.
Exactly. Like, especially patients who always come and go and, like, know their team. I want to be somebody who's like, hey, Joe, how you doing today? Like, long time no see. Blah, 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 blah. Like, try to make it more comfortable, more fun, more light.
He's going to be like, hey, little short stack, what's up?
But, like,
Nurse short stack.
Not be like... Thanks. Mr. Cinema and Nurse Short Stack.
Nurse short stack. Kicking it.
But, like, I don't want to be like, hey, yeah, so, like, your CT scans came back and they're, like, super bad. I want to be like, hey, make it better and help people.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
That's great.
Make it light in the gray. Does that make sense?
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we need more people like you in this world.
I try.
I mean that.
I try.
You do try. And that's...
It's like my questionnaire when I work with new FAs. What do? Bombard them. Bombard them with questions.
Bombard them.
Worked with Josh the other day, first time. Like, dead silent. I looked at him. I said, so who are your top favorite artists?
Yeah,
and he just, like, looked at me. He was like, what? And I said, top 5 favorite artists.
One of your superpowers is definitely talking.
I try. Listen, like my mom said.
It's such a good superpower.
Never shut up once I start.
So good.
Yeah, and that's the problem.
Some people think that's a bad thing. It's a good thing. It's a good thing.
Well, like,
as long as you can listen to someone and not already have pre-planned thoughts as to what you're gonna say, because people do that. I'm sure you've done it. I do it.
Yeah.
But as long as you listen when it's appropriate, talk away.
That's what I mean.
Talk away.
Like, understand. Like, yeah, a question I hate. What's the weather like? Beautiful weather we're having.
Wonderful.
No, I don't care. I don't care about the weather. I was outside.
You were?
I felt it.
You felt it.
It was hot.
It was hot.
I don't need to talk about it.
Don't need to.
You know how hot it is. I know how hot it is.
Mm-hmm.
Over it.
Yeah. Let's talk about the pyramids. That's what you want to learn about.
Dude, you want to talk about the pyramids?
No.
Or, like, the alien?
We're not going to have time. You're going to have to come on another time.
I'll come on another time.
We're going to have to do that because I want to make sure you get back and situated for cycling. We're already almost at 5. Right?
Yeah, it's 5. It's 4:52.
I said almost 5.
I thought you said we are at 5.
Did I? I'm so sorry, chat.
Chat?
Chat. Sorry, chat.
No, what was I going to say? What was it? I can't name drop in this situation, but, as much as I would love to, I'll name drop to you after. I can't name drop right now.
Okay.
Because I talked about this with you specifically before. There was somebody I was talking to, and I called them out on it, and I was like, oh, Blank and like you and Blank are together. And they went, you know who I'm talking about?
Yep.
Called them out today on it.
Oh, did you?
Dead ass looked at them and I said,
"Oh,
question."
While they were.
No, right after.
But while they were they? Did you bring it up when they were together?
No, I brought it up right after one of them left.
Oh, I did that too. Fun fact.
To
up.
I did it to the other one.
That's crazy.
Deadass looked at them and I went,
"What's going on?"
Not even what's going on. I said, "Oh, so you and Blank?" And they went, "What about it?"
What
and
do you mean?
We're just good friends. And I was just like, bullshit.
Don't show us that no bags.
I was just like, really? Good friends just do that? Share water bottles?
Crazy.
Share Celsius? And they went, well, I can't name drop because they're going to 100% know.
Don't do it.
Well, I let Blank finish half my coffee the other day. Okay, that's cool. He's not in the equation. Know who I'm talking about?
Not that one, but... No, you don't need to. It's not
No,
that.
I'm not doing that. I have to say...
Okay.
I'm listening. Talk. Speak.
That's absurd.
No, Deadass called them out. I was over it.
We'll see what happens in the future. I'm excited to see how things play out. No.
Yeah?
I love the font. yeah. You made that all nice. Yeah, I like that. I hope to God you angled that. Because people are going to zoom in on the phone. What did she say?
Well, unless they know who we're talking about, that meant nothing to them.
Should scope it out. That should be where the Mr. Potato Head thing.
Put on like a wig.
It's at Chili's of all places. Chips and salsa. Oh, yeah.
Or like, throw back to, was it you, Mitchell Musso? He looks like Mitchell Musso. Who was that? One of our patrons looked like Mitchell Musso.
Oh, my gosh.
Was it you? Were you the manager on?
I don't know.
But like, be like Mitchell Musso and like Lily when they had to like disguise themselves for Hannah Montana.
Yeah.
I'll pull up in the purple wig. I'll be Lola. I'll pull up as Lola.
Yeah, low-key. We should...
Dude, honestly.
Low-key.
I even asked where. The reply was, don't know yet. Which, bullshit.
Bullshit. Dude, that's funny as hell.
I'm so happy that you also just blatantly asked.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so happy. No, it was, we were alone today, and I was just like, oh.
Yeah, and I had
like,
to ask.
what's...
Because, Chris, I used your logic. Set it back to... Yeah. Oh, yeah.
My logic.
Yeah, because you said, who just does that? Like, who just does that?
Exactly.
People just don't just do that. And I said, I feel so bad for you guys that don't understand. We're having a little... We're trying to talk to each other.
I was really confused on why you went this way with your hand, and I was like, the camera's there.
Yeah, imagine. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I was talking to the other one.
Yeah.
Obviously. Because imagine if I walked up to the one you walked up to, and I was like, hey! Let me know.
Cool beans. That's funny as hell.
Yeah.
But I'm going to start calling you Butter. Can I start calling you Butters?
Of course.
How about Lil Butters? Lil Short Stack or Lil Butters?
Can we talk about Lil Wayne?
We can, because I'm assuming he's going to be for music.
Wrong.
So let's just get to the...
He's not my favorite album.
Well, let's get to the music.
Okay.
Let me do the 3 questions.
Okay.
Then we can talk about Lil Wayne for a little bit. Oh, love it. 3 things.
Okay.
Let's start with movie or show recommendation.
Can I do both?
Yes.
You can tell me if you watch the show, and I'll start ripping off other ones.
Okay.
Identity.
No.
That's a movie. That's my favorite movie.
Is it?
Released 2003. January something, 2003. It was released right before I was born. It's John Cusack. It's like a psychological thriller. It's fantastic. On Amazon. $3.49. Did I kill it or did I kill it?
Oh, yeah, you killed it. Yeah, now I'm writing it down right now. As soon as I heard Identity, I said, what?
With the palm, right? And it's a face here, and all of the fingers are different people?
I think I've seen the cover to it before.
Obsessed with it. I
What's
have it on
going
DVD. Favorite movie.
But knowing you, I'm sure that's...
Favorite movie.
Okay, let me write that down.
You should
What
watch
show?
it. Prison Break.
Great show.
Okay, perfect. So
So
you already
good.
watched it. Covered
So
it.
good.
How I Met Your Mother. I know you covered
Phenomenal.
that one.
Yep.
South Park. No, you already covered that one.
Yep.
Prodigal Son.
No.
Hulu. Look it up. His dad's a serial killer, and he's a detective. It's kind of Dexter.
Oh, yeah, you told me about this. I don't know if
it was now canceled, so I'm no longer gatekeeping. Watch it on Hulu.
Yes, that's right. You told me about this. Let me write that on my list just for you. Okay. Music. Go.
Favorite album?
Or one to recommend to the people.
My favorite album all time, Take Care by Drake.
It's right behind me.
It is. Favorite album, Underground Kings, The Motto, Headlines. Hell, you're fucking right on it.
I'm a
Views
kind of guy.
I'm not.
I'm a views kind of guy.
Mm-mm. I do have to say, an album I do recommend, specifically, it's called I Am Music. It's by Lil Wayne. But clarification, it's not an album. It's his top songs on an album. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I'm just going to list you some of the songs. Bedrock. Can't Nobody. Lollipop. A Millie.
Yeah, so it's all his best hits.
6 foot, 7 foot.
Most of his best hits.
Miss Officer.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Carter.
Oh, yeah.
Bangers. Blunt Blowin'.
Can you just say real quick, like a little spiel as to how Lil Wayne came into your life and why?
Okay, but the real question is, I know I talk about him all the time because I'm obsessed with him. He's not my favorite artist.
Who?
Eminem is.
Of course, it's still one of the rap gods.
One of the rap god. He is rap god.
He did make rap god, so.
He is rap god.
Yeah.
You
think he's the GOAT?
100%.
Think so?
Like, even in videos, Lil Wayne said, the lyrical artist that he is, in the lyrics that man comes up with, literally one of his songs is, I eat her until she whines, I call that wine and dine.
That's a bar.
Bar, bro.
That's a bar. That's pretty hard. My favorite thing about Lil Wayne is where he'll just...
How he created the word bling bling and put it in the dictionary.
He did that?
He is the creator of the word bling bling.
Lil Wayne?
Lil Wayne put bling bling in the dictionary.
Did he really?
Talk about it.
I love whenever he will start spitballing so much to where he's out of breath and his voice just gets higher. You know what I'm saying? He'll just keep going and going and going. But like, you're like, wow. Yeah.
My favorite was in an interview, there was a song. I want to say it was Lollipop.
Oh, my God.
And somebody was like, said one of his lyrics to him.
I know what you're talking about.
And he went,
I wrote that.
He was like, that bar's great. Like, that bar's dope. And then he was like, bro, you wrote it. And he was like, I wrote that.
It was like, I hope I don't get that late text. I hope I'm not
late text.
Oh, no. The better way that latex, so you don't get that late text. That I hope I don't.
I'm not late.
Text.
Yeah. And he was just like, yo, that's.
He said, I did that. Yeah, they start hyping up about it. He's like, I'm the go.
I'm not.
It's so funny. Yeah, better wear that latex, so you don't get that late text.
I'm on it. Hold on.
That I hope I'm not late text. I'm pretty sure that's what it was, which is just insane. Crazy bar. I need to stop saying insane. I gotta work on my vocab, guys. I apologize. I'm sorry. I'm working on it, people.
Yeah, but no, how he was just like, you wrote, safe sex is great sex. Better wear that latex because you don't want that late text saying, I think I'm late text.
Oh, my God.
Ha! So wrap it up.
Poetry.
Bars.
Poetry.
And
his wordplay
he is literally a lyrical genius.
He's
and people
are
just like, he looks so dirty. Yes.
He's a genius.
Would I sleep with him? 100%. And I'm glad that's on radio. I'm glad that's on this little podcast. I'm glad I said it.
So in the future, your kids are going to say, Mom, what were you doing in your college years? And you're going to watch this podcast.
No, it's going to be like,
go back.
It's going to be like the alert on like when Bob Saget died. My kids are going to be like, Mom, that rapper died. And it's going to be like Lil Wayne. And I'm going to be like on the floor and be like, no!
You're like, wait.
This officer! No, but
funny.
Like, there was a line that I was listening to today, and I was like, damn.
He's a genius.
His name was Carter.
I'm going to start bumping some Lil Wayne when you
always
leave here. I'll bump some Lil Wayne on my walk. Wheezy, baby.
There's a line, and he was just like, yeah, your girl wished that her last name was Carter. And I was like, damn right I do. Like, it's, what about it? Find on page.
But what do you think?
Name.
Oh wait, but what was the you said? What was it? What was that main? Or what was the album that you?
I Am Music.
I Am Music. And what's your favorite song off of that? Do you have one?
Okay, well, the question is, what's my favorite song, or what song can I recite?
What's your favorite song off of that album? I Am Music.
Okay.
Is it I Am or I Write? I Am.
I Am.
Okay.
It's his side profile in a gray screen. It looks very dirty in it. It's fine, though. Okay. Can I name?
Give me one.
Fireman.
Okay.
You gotta know Fireman.
Yeah.
Fireman is coming. Ooh. Yeah. But, what song can I recite from it word for word without music? Bedrock. The entirety of the song. First to last, all 6 of them.
Ooh, baby.
7 technically if you count Chris Brown singing.
Such a great song.
Oh my god, I love that song. I did it to karaoke.
I'm doing better. I'm sorry. I'm gonna make sure that when I announce the episodes, I'm doing Bedrock. I'm sorry.
You should.
Yeah, Bedrock's great. Great era. Great time to be alive for music.
Oh my god.
Young Wayne, young Chris Brown, young Drake,
Weezy, bro.
all of them. Words of advice or wisdom to the people. I want to make sure I get you out of here so you have time to like do what you gotta do.
Yeah, I literally just have to put on music.
But we also have to like do the.
Oh yeah, photos and stuff. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay, what if it's not directly words of advice?
Whatever you want to say.
Little story.
The floor is yours.
I want to get a tattoo in honor of Eminem. Sounds bizarre. I'm well aware of it. It's gonna say "Beautiful Pain." Look up the lyrics.
Right now?
Look up the lyrics.
Okay. All right.
It's basically just saying, the past that you go through doesn't define who you are, and like it just makes you have this better story, and just makes you better yourself. Does that make sense? So it's like saying, although the past may hurt, it is beautiful in the end game, no matter what. So I want to get beautiful pain somewhere on my body.
I like that.
Right?
I'm looking at the lyrics.
Isn't it beautiful? I love it.
Nice.
Yeah. So I would say, like, that would be it. Like, just, the past may suck. I'm one to be there. A whole lot. 20 years at this point of just, like, mind torture. And I'm finally just like, wow. It did suck. But it's beautiful. Because look at me.
Look at me now. Hey. Very well said.
Thank you.
I appreciate that. We got to do this again.
I'll do it again.
We have to.
I'll do it.
I know you would.
I gotta show up with snacks, though. Next time I gotta be munching.
We'll have snacks.
Yeah.
We'll do something.
Fantastic.
This was awesome.
If we do a Friday, cycling's not on Fridays. Or next Thursday, Friday's gonna be in Paris.
I like to... Damn. No, but I like to create separation. So, it's like you have a lot. It's like the next time we talk, you'll have gone through a lot. Hopefully in a good way. But, like, you'll have a lot to talk about. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because I doubt... I mean, knowing you, you'll probably have 5-10 books done by next week. And you'll be like, yeah, I can tell you the whole Bible. So, yeah, no, but this was awesome. But... unfortunately, it is that time. I appreciate all of you for listening and watching. I love you all. I appreciate you all. Keep going in life. Keep striving. Ciao for now. Peace.